So now we're going to fix the issues with the big texts and all. And I want to actually add an image on the hero section. Okay. So um let's start with the services. This is a big text, too big. So I'm basically going to do a general replacement. So I'll say in the mobile version, texts are a bit okay. So basically, title texts are a bit too big and going off screen. Do a reduction of the typeface overall. Now, I also don't like the font, so I'm just going to say use a different font. So let's see if I can mention any font. Let's say use Poppins. I think I like Montserrat better. Use Montserrat. Then I'm going to tell you to pull icons from Untitled Design Systems. Use icons from Untitled Design System. Use or pull and use it in the project. So you run this. So let's see what happens if I start going into details. So infrastructure, there are some funds that are out. So I literally have to specify this. Okay. I'll say this. So I basically tell it to in the fleet and assets interface, right? So this is the whereby infrastructure, yeah. So in the infrastructure interface, this particular thing is going off screen, the numbers on it. In the infrastructure interface, this section, some numbers on it are going under the frame. So that's for this. So this part and and this one too, and this. So it's been reduced. I think everything has been fixed though. So the reduction in font has actually helped fix the next problem. Okay. So let's check it again. I think everything has been fixed. So we have infrastructure. Everything is well. So fonts have been reduced. So what next? And tracking. Okay, everything is good. Industries. Okay, this is still big. System verticals needs to be reduced. Then that's in industries. Global. Global needs to be reduced. Any other thing? Global journal. It's okay. So system verticals, global architect. This has been reduced. So I have to remove this. System verticals and global architect fonts are going off screen. Reduce them a bit. Now one other thing I want to add there is I need an image in the hero section and in the service sections, shipping and freight images. Now at this point, if you have your own images to upload, like for the service section, you upload your own images, okay? Or you can use Gemini to generate images and upload them one after the other. Tell it exactly where you want it to be placed. So, but let AI do the whole thing, generate and run it for me. So let's see. So let me continue monitoring journal. So journal is fine. Okay. So remember, you have to take a look at every interface, each one, and be sure that what content you have there is what you want. Okay. For example, if you go to services, you change your services to your own services. Okay. And details of your services. You can see there's still some issues here, global priority. So you fix all these things one by one. So for instance, you can tell AI to reduce the gap interface, the gap in these sections inside the cards one after the other. So that it can accommodate for the ones that are lower. So so are things you can do. So but let's just see how the image plays out. So after this, we've already done all the basic things. Let's just say this is exactly how I want my website to look like. Okay. So you go to this, you click on these three dots at the bottom. So at on your if you're using your PC, it will basically be at the top right. Or so what we're trying to do here is export. So where you find your export is you will switch from preview to code. When you switch from preview to code, you now look to your right. You see an arrow that says export. So you click on it and export. Okay, that's all you need to do. So but for your mobile, you click on these three dots. Think settings. So for some reason, let me see, is it available here? Okay, you can push to GitHub though if you want from here straight up. But for what we need to do deploying, we don't want to go to GitHub first. So we can be able to make sure that it deploys properly. We need to actually fix the code and structure it for Vercel or Netlify, which is where you deploy the front end. So um hold on. Let's wait for it to finish building. So as it stands, I don't think you can export the code on your mobile. You have to use a PC to export the code. Okay, but you can remix, you can reload the app, share. Let's see. So share brings us back here. Okay, share brings us back here. So you can't do that. So you wait. This is done. So we're going to check out what we just built. So there's an image at the back now. So let's go to services and see if it did what we wanted. So I did not swap the images. So AI can be stubborn, so you have to enforce what you want. Okay, so you only did the image here at the back. So, but we need to redo this place with images to show the shipping, containers, freight, and stuff like that, right? So you have to specify that you want in this section, you want images on the hero section, on the landing page. And this section, so, and the service section as well, you want it here too. Then infrastructure, you want, do you want images here? Yes, I want images here. Industries, you can leave this one. Global, maybe you can leave this as well. Journal, you can leave this. All these things can be swapped with anything you want. So I want images on the service section as well. So let's even just do this ones and this and service. So I want the image on the hero section to be clear. So, and if you notice, I think his presents are good though. And one thing you have to know is that some of these animations you can actually replace them with description or using a screenshot of an animation you like and you upload it here and tell it to replace rebuild this animation and fix it in so and so place. It's as simple as that. So let's wait for the images to pop up. So we have an image at the back now. So some of these images are not still not showing. We have this one is not showing, this one is not showing. So it's always good to upload your own images though and lock it into the code. This is broken. Then services section, still no images. Okay, there's some images at the back. Okay, just for some sections. Okay, so I mean this is basically it. So all we need to do now is, so this particular word initiate system, I don't like it, so I'm going to change that. On the drop down, I don't like the word, or I don't like the CTA initiate system, so change it to contact us, which is a default CTA. So so this way you can track your, so, and also you could decide that you want to connect your social media. Just put your Twitter handle, LinkedIn, or GitHub here. Or you tell it you don't want this one, you want Instagram. It will swap everything. Okay, to swap it and create an icon for Instagram instead. but you have to put your Instagram link. So when somebody clicks on it, it takes them to where your account is. Okay, so what else do we need to do here? So is this. So let's even view this on PC mode. So hold on. So this is what I told you. You can see this is how you're going to be able to view it on your PC, right? Up there you can see preview and code. When you click on code, you see that drop down there. So that's how you export your code to your PC. So because we're using a mobile phone, we can't do anything like unzip here. Okay. I mean, you can actually unzip, but it's going to be a little bit more complex for you. So you need to unzip and actually fix the code in another app, okay, which is an IDE. Fix some code with a prompt. So we can't do that here. So what we need to do now is just view what we have built, the way it's going to look like on PC, which is this. So forget about the long screen, it's always shorter. So this is what we have. And this part, you have to actually remove it because you can replace it though with your own graph or another diagram, but it's supposed to show shipping routes, okay, or just simulate shipping routes. So I'm going to prompt this particular place, see if it's going to work. So then these are the images, real-time intelligence. What does it mean? Build infrastructure. It's not even clickable. So also make sure you check that all buttons are clickable. Can you see? These ones are not working. So we have to fix this too. Then what else is here? Journal, system journal. I mean, do we need this? Global. Okay, this is like a tracking system, industries that you serve. Okay, so this is all we just built now. You can see what it looks like. Tracking, this is where you track your shipping and infrastructure. So these are the fleet and vessels that we have. Then services, these are our services, operational systems. Okay, so we need to fix this. It's not going to the contacts anymore. And then we need to change this build infrastructure to something else. So let's switch back to our mobile. So first things first, initialize system is not working. But okay, contact us is working. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna tell it that we want this initialize system to take us to services, our services, right? So change initialize system button on hero to our services and change the view network. So change the view network to contact us. So what else do we need to change? So we also need to change the one at the bottom. um build infrastructure. The feature is of moment is here, build infrastructure. So change the build infrastructure at the end. Change build infrastructure text on the white button on the footer to contact us. So everything takes you to the contact us form, right? Now what else do I want to do? I want to touch on I want to touch on so understand that this website is just for freight and logistics. So you decide what you want yours to be and you fix it accordingly. The way I'm taking my time to fix these ones. So the heavy lifting has been done. So it's just to fix. Okay. So tracking, when you go to this place, so I want to change this. So the diagram after the simulation after global network decisions, I want you to actually simulate shipping boats and routes. So the simulation after this, I want it to show animated boats like on a blueprint. I want to show simulated. So what do they call? There's something soldiers use. So what's it called again? Is it a grid? So like a monitor, a grid monitor. I need to show grid simulated or animated boats like on a blueprint that looks like location of ships. So it's just all about wording, knowing exactly what to say. So let's just see what comes out. And there's somewhere else I saw this tracking industries global. So in global too. Okay, this is like a world simulation. Okay. So let's just work with this for now. So your own project might take a different direction. Whatever you are building, just take your time to correct and fix minor issues. Okay. Industry. So I think everything here is good. Industry protocol. This button is not working. So where should it go? So we're going to change this to, so in the, what's it called? Where are we? Industry, right? So in the industry interface, AI likes using protocol terminology. In the industry interface, on the cards, change the text. So industry protocol. Change the text industry. protocol to find out more. And they should all lead to the contact form when clicked. So let's change this. So what was the last correction we made? Change the initialize system button to hero on the hero our services, change the view network contact us, change the view infrastructure text on the white button. The simulation after, okay, let's see. So the simulation, oh, we did something else. We created a brand new simulation. Nice. So I don't need this one. This has to go. So we also changed this contact us, right? And our services contact us. Good. Our services comes here. Contact us comes here. Comes here. Then infrastructure, industries, find out more comes here. Good. So now let's go back to, we need to remove this. For some reason it looks like it makes some sense. So remove the grid system view above the ship simulation. Above the ship simulation. The one above the ship simulation. Remove it. So let's see what happens. So, I mean, at this point, we're basically done. It's just to deploy. So, the next video you're going to watch is about deploying. So, but let's just see it take care of what we just, changes we just made. So, you can see this how we fixed it. So, I want to see everyone who is going to work on their own projects to take their time to do the same thing. So, you can see that one is gone and that's perfect. This is just perfect what we want. It's just perfect. So the website is ready. Forget about these images that are not showing. You can always replace them. Okay, so our next video is actually to deploy. Okay, so watch the next video on how it's done.